look at Julius and some of his past arrests. And for those of you guys who don't know, Julius is actually his middle name, and his first name is Calvin. And he's 25 years old currently, and his first arrest was when he was only 18 years old. He was arrested for possession of cocaine, and he was arrested for a sale of liquor to an underage person. So pretty much he was a minor consuming alcohol. And then when he was 19, he was arrested for possession of drugs. And I found an article about his arrest from the Journal News, and the article says, "Man to Oxford police, you're gonna find my weed on me." So it says a man reportedly told police, "Man, you're gonna find my weed on me," while being searched by an officer for an arrest of disorderly conduct. So Calvin was 18 at the time, and he was arrested in the early morning hours of July 29th back in 2017 after the police responded to a large crowd arguing at a local park. So the police show up and they see this big fight going on. The police were there trying to get everybody to calm down, but Julius was just hyping the crowd back up. He was inciting everybody to fight, and he walked up to the officers, and he had a strong, overwhelming odor of alcohol coming from him. His eyes were red and watery, and they ended up asking Julius if he had anything to drink that night, and he admitted that he was drunk. So they ended up calling dispatch, confirming that he was under the age of 21. An officer handcuffed Julius, took him to his squad car, and then the officer began searching Julius, and he was like, "Oh, hold up, man. You're probably going to find weed on me." And the search continued, and the officer found a lighter, $1,102 in crumpled bills, and a tied plastic bag containing a powdery substance, which ended up testing positive for cocaine. Here's a throwback picture from Julius back when he was freshly 18, the year that he got his very first arrest. At least I can find on his adult record. I am unable to get access to his juvenile records, but I don't know, I just have a feeling if he's maybe getting in trouble this young, right as soon as he turned 18 and the judge wasn't very lenient on him, that he likely probably had a juvenile record on top of that. And as I reported in my last video, spoiler alert, so proceed with caution if you haven't heard this spoiler already, but Alexis, Julius's girlfriend on this season, well, one of them, is currently pregnant. She just had her baby shower, and here's a picture of her from her baby shower, and she's not even trying to hide it at all. Like, girl, I know not many people like know her name or are following her yet, but she's posting this all over her Facebook. She's not even trying to hide it. I feel like that has to be some sort of violation of her NDA, especially this early on in the season. Then she posted this picture of this girl in front of this big old like Easter looking basket, and she said, "This is about to be me," since her and Julius are about to have a daughter. And then I went to Ashley's profile, the other girl that's in this love triangle with Julius this season, and it shows that she has been in a relationship since January 9th of 2025. So she's been in a relationship for about 2 months now, and I'm assuming it likely isn't with Julius. If he has Alexis pregnant, then I'm pretty sure he has cut off Ashley by now if Alexis is still standing by him. Ashley posted, "I can't wait until I can post I got a bag and fix my teeth because y'all are mean." And then she said that she's starting to regret her decision doing the show. I think she thought, it's going to be a fun experience. I'm going to get all this positivity. And she's quickly learning how quickly people would drag the hell out of you, especially when you're in a little love triangle and you're getting played by a prisoner. And she shared a clip and said, "Look, check the comments about what people are saying about me on this show." And people are talking about how Ashley catfished him. She does not look like any of her pictures. And then somebody said that they feel like Julius probably bought her phone number from an inmate, because sometimes when inmates need that commissary money, they'll just sell phone numbers of desperate women they know. You know what? I wouldn't be shocked if that happened. Like, I wonder if there's anybody else in that prison that had her phone number or who had talked to her previously. Like, that's the tea I really want to know. Then I found Julius on Facebook, and his profile really doesn't have that much. It's just a lot of him sharing different sports stuff and him sharing some prisoners who passed away in the prison he was in. And he was talking about how, like, one guy, for example, had an asthma attack in the hole, and nobody checked on him for 45 minutes, and by the time they did, it was too late. That's the last place you want to be if you have something serious going on with you. And now let's talk about Joey and Michael, because there really wasn't a lot with them in this first episode. So Joey is just in fantasy land. That's pretty much what he's doing. He's wearing the rose-colored glasses. He thinks his relationship with Michael is going to be all sunshine and rainbows. But here's the thing. Michael is ready to get out and spend time with Joey. He actually said, despite Joey being really insecure about how their sex is going to be because they'd never had sex sober before, Michael was like, oh, I can't wait to bang Joey because in the past it was super hot. But Michael says he doesn't think he can do the whole monogamous relationship and just be with Joey. Here he is in one sense talking about how he's never had a guy like Joey before and Joey's the best he ever has pulled. But here he is saying in the same sentence that he wants to date other people and Joey pretty much isn't enough for him. I don't know, I just have a hard time believing that he's been in prison all this time and been faithful to Joey and is talking about already being with other people outside of Joey, fresh out of prison. That just kind of tells me that you've been with other people in prison, so it's going to be hard to get adjusted just one person outside of prison. Plus, after everything I've heard about so many Love After Lockup cast members that did long prison sentences that I thought were super straight and found out that they're living their best gay life in prison, I definitely feel like Michael was busting it wide open at the prison on the weekly while he was with Joey. I guess we'll just have to wait until he gets out to find out more. I'm very curious to see how things are going to go once he's released. And I just feel so bad for Joey because Joey just seems like such a little sweetie pie. And he's really risking a lot by choosing to be with Michael, especially with their history and the fact that they have relapsed together before. But that is it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.